Okay, the special session of the Pulaski County Commissioners is to consider the certification of the proposed changes to the Pulaski County Unified Development Ordinance. This is an advisory plan commission response to the proposed changes to the UDO initiated by legislative body. I will just quickly review those changes that we received. There is one change in section 4, commercial solar energy special exceptions in A1 and A2, replaced Commissioner's recommendation of permitted use. There are a few in section 714A1 deals with panels. All CSES shall be constructed of commercially available equipment that conforms with the applicable industrial standards at date of application. At date of application is the change. Danger and high voltage signs shall be posted at the height of 5 feet at entrances and every 600 feet along the fence, or as industrial standards require. Or as industrial standards require, change. Solar panels, all solar panels shall be built to resist wind speeds of at least 112 miles per hour. That is an increase up from 90 miles per hour, basically back to the original. 714F1, electrical components of all SES shall conform to applicable local, state, and national international codes and standards of 2 NEC regulations at date of application. 2 NEC regulations at date of application is the change there. 1714H4, all herbicides and pesticide applications should be performed in keeping with best practices, in keeping with best practice state law, and only licensed by pesticide applicators. Pesticide was the only word changed. 715A1, noise and glare. Noise from CSES shall not exceed 50 dBA, measured from the nearest property line. We had changed it to 60, it's back to 50. Those are the recommended changes that we had received. So, Mike, you serve on that committee. Do you have anything to add at this time?
Just before Mike, real quick, I think you just might have misspoke on 4.1 section. Commissioners had recommended permitted use in A1 and A2. You said that ABC recommended it in A1 and A2. They're just recommending special exception in A1. You just said A2 as well. That's okay. Then I have a.
This is on their recommended side.
Okay. All right. Yeah, on their recommended side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I have no.
Okay. So with that being said, I'd like to make a motion to amend the proposal by accepting all the changes in section 7, but rejecting change in section 4. We have a second to do that.
I'll second that.
Okay, for discussion.
For the record, I would just like to make a request for public comment before there's any vote on this. No. decide on. It's not my decision.
Jason Management representing.
Yeah, we got your correspondence yesterday.
I understand. I just wanted to
We
make
responded
sure
to
this morning as well.
I'll second. Okay, during discussion, I would just like to, I think it's only fair to state some of the rationale for decisions. First, I would like to maybe address a couple of comments that were made for the last meeting during community comments time. I would just like to take this opportunity to address a couple of concerns that were brought up during the community comments on Monday, April 4th. The question was asked, who is behind all this? So if you are looking for someone to cast stones upon, it is I. Each time I have spoken out at open meetings on this topic, I have stated that I was the initiator. To be perfectly clear, I want everyone to know that I asked the county attorney to look at UDO to determine what we might do to help streamline solar development in the county, as it appears to be going nowhere. In time, the county attorney presented me with some suggested amendments for review he had developed along with the help of other county government agencies. I am certainly aware that changing the UDO as we have proposed will benefit solar development, in turn, the property owners who stand to profit from the development of farms. This action is intentionally on my part. I strongly believe it's the right decision. The other comment dealt with transparency. To address the issue of transparency, I've largely remained silent in the face of criticism over my action to promote solar development in this county. I have done this because there's pending litigation over issues and because responding to each and every criticism would be unproductive. Some have taken my reservation to speak openly about my position as a sign that I am unclear about what is best for the county. This is far from the truth. Read, viewed a great deal about solar development, listened to presentations, sat through countless hours of debate on this issue, either in person or virtually, for the last 6 months. I also served on the abatement committee. Most importantly, I have listened to that silent majority of county constituents who have asked, when are you going to make this happen? With that being said, do you want to give some rationale? My support starts with a deeply held belief that farmers have the right to enjoy the profit of their land. My conservative principles make me critical of government interference in property owners' rights. I, of course, realize there are limitations that need to be in place when it comes to the well-being of others. I will always seek to balance that does as little as possible to interfere with farmers' rights, as well as considering the public concerns. I have listened to the opposition talking points on solar development. Concerns raised by most is the look of the panel versus field crops and other vegetation. Because we all value the aesthetics of our county, the UDO addresses the screening requirements. Additional concerns have been over whether the solar companies will do what they have promised to do regarding payments, construction, hiring, road use, drainage, decommissioning. I cannot sit here and say that there will never be a problem, but this is a competitive world. Why would they not do their best job possible? They could not afford to have a black eye. There will be signed agreements for road usage, drainage, and decommissioning. Certainly, the creation of a new industry in our county is going to have some risk. I feel that most of the risk falls on the developer and the participating farmers. The boards that represent the public, independent from commissioners, have debated, voted on solar development 5 times in the last year with almost complete support. The Board of Zoning Appeals has heard 3 petitions for special exceptions and allowed solar developments to vote unanimously in favor of the developments without a single vote against. County Council has heard 2 petitions for a tax abatement for solar developers and voted 6-1 in favor on both occasions. It appears there is an overwhelming support to bring solar development to the county. This has not stopped the litigation from anti-solar group tying all the county board's decisions up in court. They have literally challenged every board decision despite the board's support of it. The financial impact of solar development in the county is huge because solar farms are largely made up of several personal property, and the state law allows the county to abate personal property tax in exchange for direct payments to the county government. The project offers a very unique opportunity for the county to receive a large amount of money. It is estimated the development may pay economic development payments to the county in excess of $40 million. This is to say, they will bring in revenue to the county government on a scale we have never seen before and likely will not see again for some time. To ignore this opportunity for Pulaski County would be derelict on my responsibility as a commissioner. This is not about choosing sides. It's about what is best for the county. While we have faced litigation by the group of citizens, it is being dealt with. Litigation takes time and money, 2 things the county does not have. Eliminating or reducing the amount of litigation was one of the end goals of revisiting the UDO, removing unnecessary burdens to the development. So during discussion, Mike, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Like to see it get over, let's get going forward. Landowner's right to do whatever he wants.
Okay, so with that being said, we have a motion and a second. We had discussion. All in favor of approving the motion to amend the proposal by accepting the change in section 7 and rejecting the change in section 4, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. No other business for this special session. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
My second. Favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned.